I'm Chetty, the Chief Financial Officer of the Finity Group based in Durban. I'm a qualified chartered accountant with SAICA and a qualified chartered global management accountant with CIMA. As the CFO of the Finity Group, I'm responsible for the full financial organizational compliance as well as managing the financial decisions of the group. My role as CFO has provided me with the opportunity to work within various aspects in finance, gain valuable experience in other functions such as IT, risk, operations, and has allowed me to be part of the strategic planning and leadership. My parents were my biggest inspiration because I've been brought up in a poor family background, and I've seen my parents work extremely hard to give us an education and to also excel at their chosen career paths. So for me, my dream from grade 10 was to become a chartered accountant. I loved and I was so passionate about accounting. I was the top performer in accounting in school, and I chose a commerce course which aligned with my strengths and my passion. I was also grateful that I had amazing teachers who helped us and guided us through possible career paths that we could choose. And for me, it really was an easy decision on which career path I would choose. To become a chartered accountant, you need to complete a 3-year BCom accounting degree, a postgrad diploma in accounting, a 3-year articles with an audit firm, a board exam, and an APC exam with SAICA. So it is a long journey, but definitely worth it. I applied during grade 11 to study BCom accounting at the University of Durban Westville. I was granted admission on the basis that I would pass matric. So I went on, completed my BCom accounting degree, and I applied for my postgrad diploma in accounting. So this was a challenging time in my life because with the postgrad diploma you had to pass all subjects in the same year. You were allowed to only sub one, and if you sub more than one subject you had to redo the entire year all over again. I failed my attempt at my postgrad. I felt like my self-confidence was hit. I felt like a failure, and I remember crying, and my dad told me that failure is the stepping stone to success. And for me that resonated because I then applied it to my life and I persevered. At that point I had to pay for my studies, so I chose to work at BDO South Africa Incorporated, serving my 3-year articles. So it was really challenging to juggle work life, studies, to pay for my studies, but also to have a social life. But all of the challenges pale in comparison to the feeling of receiving the correspondence that you passed your last board exam. So for me, right up to now, I still get goosebumps thinking about it because it's achieving your dream, and you should never give up, never quit, just continue, persevere, and you can achieve all your dreams. I then wanted to further my studies with CIMA. And SAICA does have affiliations with institutions. So CIMA is one of them. I was granted exemptions, went straight to the last strategic level, completed my objective course and strategic level case studies. I submitted my practical experience and was signed off by CIMA. So if you choose to go the CASA route, I would suggest browsing the SAICA website, and I've included a link below. So SAICA has provided a CASA Roadmap, which takes you through all the necessary information. It also lists the accredited programs that you can choose at the different universities in South Africa. SAICA has loads of information about affiliations, exemptions, and career opportunities. So for me, in my first year at UDW, I was granted a discount on my fees because I did really well in matric. So hard work pays off, and there are plenty of firms, audit firms as well, which are listed below, that provide bursaries. So go on their websites, browse, apply. Even if you don't receive any of the bursaries, there's funding opportunities. You can get a student loan, which I also had to get to fund my studies, and I just would recommend looking at the interest rates. So you'd want a student loan that has a lower interest rate, so it saves you some money in the long term. If you choose the CIMA route, I've created a link at the bottom. CIMA has a lot of information on the levels. Everything can be done online. There's a call center that you can contact. There's an office in South Africa. You can purchase study materials online, and that's what I did. Accounting and mathematics. I chose a commerce course which included business economics and economics, which may be advantageous. So being surrounded by so many inspiring, positive, and amazing people, I've taken time to grow and develop myself both personally and professionally. I looked back, reflected on what values are important to my life, and I've aligned my goals with them. So it's so important that you reflect. So it's easy to focus on negatives, but sometimes it is important to focus on what you've gone through, where you've come, what you've achieved in life. And if you're out there and you say that and you feel that you may have failed, in my instance I failed, but persevere, fail forward, and achieve all your goals. I would say do not take anything for granted. Be grateful for everything you have. High school is easy in comparison to university, so work really hard, persevere, and you're definitely going to achieve your goals.